What's good, y'all? I'm Skip, one half of the supergroup DeCypherEd, and today I have the pleasure of reacting to Rest in Peace, Mac Miller's second posthumous album, Balloonerism. Um, and doing some research on the project, I saw that this was something that he worked on between his 2013 album, Watch Movies with the Sound Off, and his mixtape from 2014, Faces. And I know from his estate that they aren't just putting out stuff just to release it. So this is to help preserve his legacy. And it was also something that was held on to for a long time for the reason of making sure that his legacy was preserved. So it's not something they're just throwing out for any reason. And that's a big issue that a lot of people have with posthumous cuts. So I remember listening to Circles and Swimming. And those were wild listens just for a lot of the almost foreshadowing that seemed to be littered throughout those projects. So I'm eager to see what this sounds like. I haven't necessarily heard a bad project from Mac Miller, so I already know it's gonna be musically inclined at the very least and groovy. So like I was saying, Mac Miller, Balloonerism. If you like the content, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. We got more content coming. DJ's actually coming over today. So let's get to it. Track number 1, Tambourine Dream. Not really much to say. I let it roll right into DJ's Chord Organ, and we'll keep going. This song is featuring SZA.
After the Grammys. B flat. F. B flat. F. D.
You smell like your car, smell like you've been driving for days. You ain't even stopped for gas, my nigga, Mr. Postman. Is you driving to me? Is you driving cross country? You've been up for 3 days with one nap. I know you missed the night time. I know you miss your lifetime. Tell me the truth about it. Tell me the truth about it. Tell us the truth about it. Cocaine is ruthless. I know the truth about it. Cocaine is ruthless.
Okay, and that was DJ's Chord Organ featuring SZA. That sounds like vintage SZA from, you know, a past time where there was a lot more like earthiness, I guess, in her voice, a lot more neo soul type of a vibe with her music. Not to say her music isn't good now, because it's still excellent. It's just a different tone that she gives now as opposed to back then. And of course, you know, everybody runs with the thing that she has her own language now. So the difference between that and this is, of course, you can hear every single thing she's saying. But I love the instrumentation from this. I love the airy parts towards the end of it after the verse from SZA, and how it feels like it's almost like a dream state, and it's panning from ear to ear. Like, just musically, I think that's extremely dope. Tyler used it a decent amount on his most recent album. What's the name of it? Chromacopia, excuse me. But let's get into the next song. Do You Have a Destination? That the second song was good.
Yeah. You can feel it? Yeah. Can you feel it? Vibrations. Yeah. Okay, I went to sleep faded and I woke up invisible. Keep the ingredients, but I got the kitchen full. Thoughts are cynical, actions unpredictable. Supermodel bitches hold auditions in my swimming pool. This feeling is feeling pretty invincible. Pray this life reciprocal, and I'ma come back an eagle.
Hold on, let me run it back. I had to make sure some audio stuff was good.
You can feel it? Yeah. Can you feel it? Okay, I went to sleep faded and I woke up invisible. Keep the ingredients, but I got the kitchen full. Thoughts are cynical, actions unpredictable. Supermodel bitches hold auditions in my swimming pool. This feeling is feeling pretty invincible. Pray this life reciprocal, and I'ma come back an eagle. Thirsty for evil, the wine chilled in hell. I gave my life to this shit, already killed myself. We ain't the same, homie. The world afraid of change, but it changed on me. Always been the realest, keep the same homes. Saw that bullshit fade slow. It's gone, 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 gone. Will you follow? Going. Where are you going? Watch you go, go, go. Where are you going? Go, go, go. Where are you going? Now it's gone. Okay, I went to sleep famous and I woke up invisible. Rich as fucking miserable. At least I did Kimmel and Arsenio. My mom got it on video. That's the shit I live for. All this other shit is trivial.
To a miracle.
Oh no, I'm not a kid no more. Coming for those residuals. Be asleep in a couple minutes. My bitch have a nightmare. Wake up, make me some cereal. She knows I love my cereal. The sun come up. Look at her face, said, oh my God, here we go. Yeah, am I okay? Fuck no, just so, not so. Need to let the drugs go. Trying to find heaven, I get high but never come close. We still wonder why we'll never learn to love. It's because all the air is filled with gun smoke. A middle finger to the cyber gods. Fall back or I'ma fuck around and let this virus off. In the mud, fuck your brainwash, I'm signing off. Can't kill a god with an upload. Y'all going, 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 going. Where are you going, going, going? Do you have a destination? Watch you go, 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 go.
Whew, that was Do You Have a Destination? Song 3 on the project. It seemed like he was grappling with a few things like mortality, his how he saw himself as an artist, and what of him being an artist really held value, him trying to get to heaven through the drug use and it's not getting him high enough. The thing about him going to sleep faded and waking up invisible is so eerie to hear, that he wrote this years before his untimely demise, and hearing it even longer since, as far as the difference in years since he wrote it and passed, and then since he passed, and hearing it now in 2025 is extremely eerie, knowing how he left this plane. So it's crazy, like hearing his voice in this way almost speak from the present, knowing that he made this project over a decade ago is insane to me. And it always seems to be like a thread of artists like who leave, especially those who leave a little early. They always have like breadcrumbs in their music about their mortality. And that's just, it's always interesting, unsettling, and saddening to hear, when they show how much power the tongue can have, in these specific ways. But the song was good, and I think the static about the end with Do You Have a Destination, almost like as if it was coming from a place he wasn't fully connected to. Like his frequency wasn't matched, and that's why it was coming in staticky. Almost like from a place that you that's outside of your frequency, trying to reach you to ask, do you have a destination? But it's coming in with feedback because the signal isn't clear. So almost it could be a way of looking at like his like where is he going with himself, like with his life, or do we have a destination with ours? You know, it can mean a lot of things, but I think the fact of it being staticky like that has to have some sort of significance. But let's go to the next song, $5 Pony Rides.
Said, it ain't about money. I can show you the world, girl. What can you do for me? We can take a vacation, go somewhere in the country. Turn the radio on, hear my song saying, my favorite song saying. She don't know, she slept through the future, missed it was yesterday. So we right back where we started, she still trying to get away. Girl, you wasting my time, and I am wasting your time, but that's okay. I said it's okay. Let me give you what you want. Killing yourself like this, going crazy, keeping all of these secrets. How was that living? Every time I reminisce, I keep thinking it was better than. I remember we made out underneath the rain clouds. Stay out late, I wanna lay down, break ground. Then you tell me we could be okay, don't know for sure. Just familiar numbers hammered to your door. You left home right away, cause your life is like night and day. You keep going back and forth. Let me give you what you want. Ooh, and maybe later what you need. Yeah, I remember, girl, you used to have fun. Yeah, now I ain't seen a smile in a while, heard you feeling pretty lonely. Yeah, your daddy should've got you that pony. Let me give you what you want. Can I give you what you need? Can I give you what you want? Can I give you what you need? What you need? What do you need, girl? Yeah, so can I give you what you want? Whoa. Can I give you what you need? Whoa. So can I give you what you want? Whoa. Can I give you what you need? What you need? What do you need, girl?
And that was $5 Pony Rides. I really like that one. That song feels like a jam session that could have possibly had the internet there, at least the band members. Dot from the energy he put into the To Pimp a Butterfly sessions. This, I really like this one. It sounds almost, especially towards the back end, like an improv, jazz jam session type thing. But yeah, that song was dope, man. I'm glad at least going into the project from here, it sounds like there is upbeat energy on the project, so it's not like a ominous thing. Because after hearing how DJ's Chord Organ started and kind of how it ended, it kind of had me feeling like it might be ominous, but I like that songs like this are on here so far. So let's go to the next song, Friendly Hallucinations. Let me not speak too soon.
Can you hear the whispers of an innocent, ignorant child in the ocean? Get to swimming or drown. How long has it been since you smiled? Girl, I love the way your body fit inside that gown. Her mama was a ladybug, papa was an atheist, working on a novel set in Cold War Romania, chasing love, idolizing Joan of Arcadia. Pray the landscapers don't wake her up. I'm a slave to the baseline. Conversation topic got us tangled in the grapevine. Still wide awake, I'm a stranger to the daytime. Vampire, higher than a hang glider. Look around and all I see is gray skies. There's help inside that medicine cabinet. Came in for the answers, but she left with a habit. There's no one on the other end of that telephone. Let's fall asleep to the metronome.
She's falling for her hallucinations. What's love without imagination? Yeah. Baby, don't let them tell you what's real and what's not. There's a paradise waiting on the other side of the dock. Whoa. It's only real if it's real to you.
Does it feel?
It's only real if it's real to you. It's only real if it's real to you.
So what's it feel like? Yeah. Tell me, is it real if you can't hold it in your arms, but it can touch you? Feel its texture pressing up against your chest. You say, I love you, you don't hear it back. Falling victim to a world that's filled with satire. Mark Twain admire. Open Tom Sawyer, read a passage to the cab driver. She only in the backseat of a taxi cause the car is in the shop with a flat tire. Mom says she believe her, but she always been a bad liar. Had a plan to burn her past, but it backfired. Hold on and be strong, kneel before your king. The land you put your knees on, it won't be long till your path finds you. And if love is just a fantasy, what's the problem if you fall in love with fantasy? They assume she's confused with delusions she's creating in the waiting room for psychiatric evaluation. She doesn't have the patience to be treated like a patient. It'll be okay if she just swallow his pill.
She's falling for her hallucinations. What's love without imagination? Yeah. Baby, don't let them tell you what's real and what's not. There's a paradise waiting on the other side of the dock. Whoa. It's only real if it's real to you. It's only real if it's real to you. It's only real if it's real to you. Having conversations with friendly hallucinations. Having conversations with friendly hallucinations. They don't need no explanation. There is beauty in creation. Oh Lord. Having conversations with friendly hallucinations. Having conversations with friendly hallucinations. They don't need no explanation. There is beauty in creation. My Lord, my Lord. She's falling for her hallucinations. What's love without imagination? Yeah. Baby, don't let them tell you what's real and what's not. There's a paradise waiting on the other side of the dock. Whoa. It's only real if it's real to you. It's only real if it's real to you. It's only real if it's real to you.
That was Friendly Hallucinations. I know Tyler the Creator is hearing this album or has heard this album and is ecstatic as a lover of music with the instrumentation. I know that off the bat. I'm not exactly sure who that feature artist or the background vocalist was, but she was dope. I think the whole aspect of Mac delivering a concept of the romanticizing delusion, and who's to tell you it's not real if it's real to you, and that's a dangerous thing. You know what I mean? Like for someone who's a dreamer and has ambition and is determined to manifest their hopes and dreams into reality, you have to live in that, in the knowing of that, in the present. So if you move around like that, it can bear positive results in reality. But also on a more visceral and cynical side, with the use of certain things, drugs being one, you can create hallucinations and an alternate reality that can become your reality. And if you lean onto that and you fall in love with it, that's where it can become a double-edged sword and be hazardous to your being and to your flesh, you know. And it can have all types of consequences, man. But I did like the song. I like how even though it has those elements in it, it still feels kind of upbeat, kind of airy. And it's a beauty in that, even if it's tragic. He presented it as being beautiful it can potentially be beautiful for the person experiencing it. So yeah, I like that song. Friendly Hallucinations. Let's go to the next one. Miss Debbie Downer. Okay.
Yeah, nothing is impossible. Do the shit together, we unstoppable. Raised to be a leader, not a navigator. Wrote down on scraps of paper. All roads lead to the same confusion. I mean, all roads lead to the same conclusions. They found my body somewhere in the sewer. My girl to find the word prolific for me, and I can't read her mind, she wrote a different story. Oh well, redemption is a funny bitch. The devil always be right where the money is. Somebody gotta be watching you, but no one is. It's kinda crazy life could be this simple. Nothing's coincidence. My best friend packed his things, saw him in the car, I haven't seen him since. Guess I understand he always got the chills when he saw a room full of rolled up $100 bills. Yeah.
Even pills turn to powder, babe. Even pills turn to powder. The world wanna crush him down. Even pills turn to powder, babe. And you'll sit right next to me and crush him down. If pills can turn to powder, then this world could turn to ash. Everything seems so slow, but my past, thought that it would last longer. I just thought that this feeling would last longer. Yeah.
treasure map. Nowhere on that motherfucker say where the X is at. Now I wanna see the whole world through a telecast. Been waiting my whole life, I finally thought I should tell you that. Yeah. Started smoking weed again. Started trying to read again. Clean myself up, now would you be my friend? Do I need to know the beginning to see the end? What's the difference between the truth and things that we pretend? I'm not awake, faded, watch the day go by. And only at the lows do I chase that high. Fear God, stay humble. Original sin, we all come from the same struggle.
What you gonna do when the money coming slow? What you gonna do when the money coming slow? What you gonna do when the money coming slow? And you left out on your own. What you gonna do when the money coming slow? What you gonna do when the money coming slow? What you gonna do when the money coming slow? And you left out in the cold.
Can I get 4 Norcos, 2 Oxys, 2 Roxys, 3 methadone, couple Percocets,
some heroin, 2 Xanax bars, and 6 ounces of weed.
thank you.
Do money coming slow? What you gonna do? Money coming slow. 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 Whoa, whoa, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Whoo, shit. That song sounds like someone who's in the thick of it. The last 2 songs, as a matter of fact, but that one in particular, correlating the world, saying if it can be turned to ash, like we shouldn't trip over these pills being turned to powder and sit here and fellowship with me over the intake of these substances. And then at the end, with the person ordering with those 2 people ordering so much, it makes me want to ask the question that he posed in the 3rd song. Like, do you have a destination? Like, where are you trying to go? You know what I mean? And looking at it from the perspective of, he say, what you do when the money gets slow. It's almost like finding solace and comfort and even resolution in the fact that this will be your safe haven. It's tough, man. It's really tough. Like, for anybody who watching this that's going through something of this sort, man, I'm praying for you. I hope you come to the realization that it's not that destination only leads 2 places. And neither one of them are particularly good. So I hope you find a way to persevere and overcome that particular sickness and can enrich your life forward in the long run. But yeah, man, that's tough. The song itself is dope though. I hear I hear a lot of remnants of Isaiah Rashad in this, like that, like the sun's tirade and the house is burning, just that I'm in the thick of it. It's everywhere. It's my entire world is almost encapsulated in this. It's around me so much that I almost can't avoid it. And when the world gives me lemons, I turn to this. And it's basically like a form of escapism. And then from that, it turns into a destination that you favor and that you need and that you can't exist without. And then you learn how to bleed the 2 into each other, and then you become functional. and now you think you can handle it. And a lot of people find out the hard way that it's only so much you can handle a lot of the times, but that's tough. Let's get to the next song, Stoned.
Yeah.
Debbie Downer was good though. As a song, it was good.
Breaks down the pain. Yeah. She breaks down the pain. She rolls up the weed. She far from a saint. She's all that I need. She lost in her thoughts, so hardly she speaks. Her mind's always dirty and her soul's never free. She never been a groupie. She just in love with the music. She watched depressive movies. Something from the 30s or the 40s about a dependent housewife. She makes up her bed like she makes up her stories. Awake through the night, then she high from the morning. I wish you could feel me. She never felt nothing. Knock on her door. She let me come in.
I wish she would learn to live. Isolation, she locking the bathroom door. Baby, let's get stoned. Put on a record, and I'll play you one more song. We can get stoned. I swear to God, heaven feels just like home. Let's go home.
Yeah. In the water, it's shallow like the lies that she tells. Can run from your shadow, can't hide from yourself. She hates that she cries when she's all by herself, and she's always all by herself. She hardly talks in conversation, but when she do, all her words get lost in translation. No, she can't move, cause she paralyzed in fear that she fantasized. The doctor tried to analyze, they cannot find anything that's wrong with her. Her parents never got along with her. I had to make this song for her.
I wish she would learn to live. Isolation, she locking the bathroom door. Baby, let's get stoned. Put on a record, and I'll play you one more song. We can get stoned. I swear to God, heaven feels just like home. Let's go home. Baby, let's get stoned. Put on a record, and I'll play you one more song. We can get stoned. I swear to God, heaven feels just like home. Let's go home. I wish she would learn to live. Isolation, she locking the bathroom door. Baby, let's get stoned. Put on a record, and I'll play you one more song. We can get stoned. I swear to God, heaven feels just like home. Let's go home.
That was Stoned, track number 7. So I think we are a little under. Yeah, we're right at halfway through the project. It's a good project so far. I think for the people who like stoner type music, they'll really find this something that they can appreciate. I like how eerie it is. I like how dreamy it is. I like how each song almost feels like he's creating a world within itself. Like some of the previous songs sounded very jazz, influence. This one sounds more dreamy. The one before it kind of had like rock influence. So I like the diversity that he's showcasing throughout the project so far. It does seem like it's getting into that lane where at least the last like 3 or 4 songs where it's like stoner's paradise. Like this is where we come, like what they call them, sanctuary cities. Like this is a sanctuary for people who feel subjugated, people who feel like outsiders, people who need community, and people who fellowship in the consumption. Everybody done smoked weed before. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people smoked weed before, and like they get with people, and like that's kind of how they decompress and they bond through that shared experience. And I feel like that's what this song was. Like she felt like she wasn't connected to her parents, and a way that I was trying to interpret it, where he was said that she's in fear of of being analyzed by the doctor, and the doctor doesn't see anything wrong with her, or she's fantasizing that she goes and they don't say that anything's wrong. If you're living in the fantasy of, or if you fear that you go and they tell you nothing's wrong and that you're okay, and you can't explain why you feel the way you feel, I could see that being a very crippling experience. As he said in the prior line, that she was paralyzed, and when she tried to talk about what she was going through, she couldn't really get the words out, or if she did, somehow what she was trying to say never came out the way she intended it to. So yeah, I could see that, and 9 times out of 10, when you feel that way, you look for something in the world to make sense to you. And a lot of times people turn to things that are easier remedies, or try to create a world in which they feel like they have at least a semblance of control, or they just like the way it feels. And that's what this is. That's what the song Stone at least represents to me. And Mac, or the male figure that, from the perspective that he was rapping on, just wanted her to come so they could smoke. Why? But she's grappling with all of these very complex emotions, and it almost seems like that's the only thing she feels she can turn to. And that's, just as a song, I thought it was dope how he put it together. But yeah, it's heavy. It's very heavy. Let's go to the next song, Shangri.
Don't be afraid to put your 2 cents in. Might not be able to afford anything, but
oh yeah, let me say this too. There are a good amount, at least 1 to 2 a song, maybe 3 to 4 of those lines that like make you think and give you cause to pause. I just don't want to stop every time I hear one of those lines, but he's also doing some really good writing on this project as well. I don't want to, or did, God rest his soul, but I don't want that to be missed on you guys as I'm doing the reaction. There are some very well written verses on this project. Let's get back into it.
I'm always up for a bargain. The dragons are flying south for the winter. They don't like cold weather either. Okay, I was driving up to Shangri-La to get my meditation on. I was thinking Lamb of God, she was thinking Saint Laurent. She sell the pussy on Millionaires Avenue. Paper's not the problem, spending money always casual. Why do you whine like your last name was Rothschild? Life been a bitch ever since they let me out the doghouse. No mercy for the docile. Flow is hostile, but don't sleep. The codeine came back to get me high again. Just how super is a supermodel? Just how super is a supermodel?
It's the house of the rise, it's in the village of unusual. If I'm dying young, promise you'll smile at my funeral. Yeah, it's just a rule to follow. Living today, cause you can lose tomorrow.
Yeah. I am getting ready to sign my life away. The weather's nice today, what a perfect day to die. She killed herself, but she'd rather get married. There's coconut vodka, but she'd rather have cherry. I wish my drug dealer took the Air Max. I can't find my debit card. I told her meet me by the annex, and we can get high by the reservoir. Oh my goodness, girl, you a milkshake, extra large. No, you shouldn't. You said it never get this far. Do you have an extra ticket to the seminar? Show me where all the old records are. She got a brand new dinette set, but she still don't know how to set the table. I told her that this feeling about as good as it gets. Shit, that bitch so unstable. And just how super is a supermodel? Just how super is a supermodel?
It's a house garage, we sell in the village of unusual. If I'm dying young, promise you'll smile at my funeral. Yeah, it's just a rule to follow. Live today cause you can lose tomorrow.
That was Shangri-La. It was cool. It was kind of short. How long was it? Almost 3 minutes. It just felt kind of short. Not really. Nothing in that one really stuck out to me. It's kind of more the same, but maybe just not as good a song as Stoned or Debbie Downer. But let's get into the next one, Funny Papers.
Did no one ever teach you how to dance? Nobody ever taught you how to dance? Well, everyone knows how to dance. There's only so much time. Yeah, somebody died today. I saw his picture in the funny papers. Didn't think anybody died on a Friday. Some angry banker or some kind of money trader recently divorced or drunk driving down the highway and drove off the bridge to his wedding song. Blew out the bass in the speakers, you could still hear the trouble going. The hospital was useless and everything was quiet but the music. Recently I only meet peace, went in deep sleep in the same dream. World safe, smile on her face, waiting on the other side. I wonder if you'll take me to the other side. Yeah. What your eyes see, too naive for war and that'll screw you. Still bet it all on the glory, hallelujah. I heard the answer in the gibberish of an old drunk. All he said was he's in no rush. If I could just pay my rent by Tuesday, I bet I'd be rich by April Fool's Day. The moon's wide awake with a smile on his face as he smuggle constellations in a suitcase. Don't you love silence? Everything quiet but the music. Everything quiet but the music. Do you love silence? Everything quiet but the music. Somebody gave birth to a baby boy. I saw his picture in the funny papers. 11 pounds named after his Uncle Gabriel. His mother cried with her lips against his soft face. Watch her bring these bright eyes into this dark place. Oh, sweet, sweet oblivion. Way before the information gets settled in. I swear to God I never want to sin again, but I fear that. Yeah, the mind go with age, don't surrender. By mistake I misplaced all of my remembers. Baby, there's a little vacation in the dresser. Ain't one for depression and two for your temper. Just pay my rent by Tuesday. I bet I'll be rich by April Fool's Day. The moon's wide awake with a smile on his face as he smuggle constellations in a suitcase. Don't you love silence? Oh shit, here come the icebreaker. It's danger when he's bringing out the lightsaber. The word's awesome, but he's talking out of turn off, and I blew the fuck up, then became the world's problem. Bad hygiene, all about that gross life. Hate to see somebody fucking up their own life. Just roll the dice and put 20 on midnight. Have a feeling we gon' win tonight. Cause when the snake starts slithering, you spot the chameleons. You realize you surrounded by reptilians. Shit, I ain't an innovator, it's a motherfucking illustrator.
That was Funny Papers. The one thing I can say about this project so far, I really like the use of the piano, whether it be the organ, just a standard piano. I guess I'm not, piano guy, but I do like the different tones in which the piano was used throughout the project so far. Um, there was a theme in that song about death and rebirth. The first verse was about reading about someone's passing, and the other one was about a baby being born and how he kind of envies the blissful ignorance that a child has, before the information is downloaded and they see the world without the rose tinted glasses, and you have to deal with what's going on this side. And I could understand that to a certain extent, especially if you lived a life that might have a certain level of trauma, or you just are more cynical about the world you live in. So you would kind of long for a life when you didn't know as much as you do now. That song was good. I do like the juxtaposition between the two first verses and how you can appreciate the cycle of death and rebirth, and understand that everybody has to experience those two things in life, and it's kind of about what you do in between. So yeah, I did like that song. Like I said, I really like the use of the piano through the project. So the next song is Excelsior.
Yeah. 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 On 4th Street, the orphan children play on a jungle gym. Little Timmy broke his arm again on the monkey bars. Johnny's dad got a nicer car than all the other kids. He becomes the alpha and picks on everybody else. Max protects Claire from all the bullies. Claire always wished she was as pretty as Julie. Boys always chase Julie around the sandbox. Claire just waits till she gets picked up by her grandpa. All of this before the brainwash starts. Before they get polluted, start thinking like adults. Life is fantasy and somersaults, and before the world tear apart imagination. Before there were rules, before there were limits. Your only enemies were
Brussels sprouts and spinach.
me. I used to want to be a wizard. When did life get so serious? Whatever happened to apple juice and car wheels?
Whatever happened to apple juice and car wheels?
That was Excelsior. I like from the very beginning of this, I like from the very beginning of this song how the instrumental was feeling warped. And maybe that could be like a semblance of like going back in time, or like teleporting to a specific point in time. And how he was describing the kids and just how trivial the things that they were experiencing at the time was, and how it was before life hit them. Kind of like the song before it, Funny Papers, when he was talking about the aspect of longing for the life that a child would live when everything was so simple. So this was a really good follow-up song / interlude to kind of drive that home further, and it kind of takes me back to when I was in middle school, just being, especially like when I was in 6th grade, I went to a private school for a year, just experiencing all of those dynamics from the age that I am now. I can almost see it, you know, and how that stuff is so small in comparison to the thoughts and perspective that we have now, and how those very small things could also be lingering things that stick with you. One of the girls would just sit there until granddad came. One girl longed to be seen and desired like the other girl. One guy was being a protector for one kid. He was being bullied. One guy started to pick on a lot of the other kids because his dad had a nicer car. You know what I mean? Like, those things can have lasting effects, but at the end of the day, they're so small in comparison to things that we tend to go through. So yeah, man, life was so much more simplistic and, for lack of better words, just easier then. But I did like that song. Let's go to the next song, Transformations featuring Delusional Thomas.
Just kidding. Everything when I do my features, man, it's gotta be fucking crazy, bro. This place gotta be right, bro. Can't come up crazy, man. These features for the hip-hop world, like, they take us so seriously, bro. It's really just on clocks.
Alright, told me what you need to do.
I'm a lover, so I gotta keep right. I mean, when you're dealing with DJ Clockwork, you're dealing with someone that A, knows his hip-hop.
He knows his hip hop. You know, he's a student of the game, and he treats his bars like a, you know, he really does that shit. Okay.
There's a beer up there.
There's a beer in the fridge. There's a grab the Tecate and the Pacifico, because one's a bottle and one's a can. I don't know how much I'm trying to go in. Thank you, bro. Yeah. Okay, so, alright, psychopathic thinker, hyperactive drinker, blew my shit up with a thumb up like Henry Winkler. My bitch like a cane cover, put it in her sphincter. The bitch like a bad fart.
All she do is linger.
What? Oh, let me try that again. Okay, I got it.
Alright.
So,
I'm a psychopathic thinker, hyperactive drinker. I blew my shit up with a thumb up like Henry Winkler. My bitch like a cane cover, put it in her sphincter. Your bitch like a bad fart.
All she do is linger.
Shit, I should have been a singer. I should have been Kurt Schilling. Would have had a sinker. Ahead of y'all chilling. You looking in my blinkers. Rappers with some bumblebees, pulling out your stingers. Yeah, I'm getting high, smoking weed again.
Waiting for the lows.
For the medium. Couple of my homies were on CNN. I changed the channel once they went into commercial. Yeah, delusional Waldo Emerson, just like you. I love football and lesbians. Never deal with bitches. These bitches are some thespians. Save the drama for your motherfucking mama. Oh Jesus, who's the rapper with the gold penis? Put away your money, scrub. I ain't doing no features. Say motherfucking drill, bitch, I'm young Jehovah. In the backyard with pads on, running Oklahomas. Get loud.
Transformations was cool. It sound like I think the distortion and all that stuff is like peak trippiness. Like I said, he was vomiting in the beginning. Like, I think this is like when you teetering on blackout levels of intoxication. It was cool. Kind of like Shangri-La a little bit, where it was just like it's an okay track, it's a cool transition track into the next one. But it's not on the level of the song before it or after it. The next song is Mannequins. Let's get into this one.
Yeah. Well, my good days are exactly like the bad ones. My bitch say that I defy the laws of attraction. I've always been terrified of ending up normal. Things that we all search for end up finding us. God is like the school bell, he gon' tell you when your time is up. Shit just end up working out. Why do we wonder why it does? Yeah, so I asked God to take me on a perfect day. Swear I saw him crying, don't know why everyone's sure it's rain. Education system, but I feel we only learn from change. Every time I think about it, shit starts to hurt my brain. Problems we can't solve always seem to be my favorite ones. Life just gets so boring, playing superhero makes it fun. But why is heroism so close to heroin? Suddenly you do. Scared you're gonna wake up as someone who isn't you. We've all been down that road before, poured alcohol on open sores. Nobody can hurt me if I go inside and close the door. Not scared of growing old and dying, feel this where the answer lives. You wear the garments, everybody needs to dress the mannequins.
Two songs left. That was Mannequins. Yeah, man, he was going through some stuff, man. Then how the chorus descends into I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dead. And then he said in the song, he said, I'm not afraid, or I'm not scared of growing old and dying. I feel that's where the answer lies, or the answer lives. Wear some garments. Everybody needs to dress a mannequin. So I'm wondering if the mannequin is the body after you pass, and the mannequin is like a representation of you in the casket, and you being dressed, and everybody has to go through that process of sending someone they love away, or sending them home, quote unquote. It would kind of wrap around the aspect of him talking about dying in the chorus. But yeah, I think at this point in the album, it's kind of like a bottoming out point to where you feel it's, I don't want to say defeated, but it's just a low. You know what I mean? Where being here isn't as exciting anymore. And that's tough when you get to that level of it where you're almost leaning on the drugs to kind of do their job. But the only part of what's going on, and even that may be something that you've grown tired of, but you have a dependency and you kind of want it all to be over, and you're not fearful of that, at least in your mind, you know, because you've accepted the fact that everybody has to go and we'll all be a mannequin at someday. That's trippy, man. The drums and all of that give you like this almost numbing feeling, like hearing it. Because the way that the drums hit, it almost feels like you're at that point where you're just numb. So yeah, man. Tough song to listen to. Pretty good song nonetheless. Let's go into the next track, Rick's Piano.
Josh?
Yes?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Rick Rubin.
Rick Rubin, who?
Rick Rubin's piano. Alright.
Yes.
Not fucking around.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Wake up. Open up your eyes, I told you wake up. All of y'all are still bitches, but a smile just in place of your makeup. The best is yet to come. Yeah. What? Yeah. E.T.'s not dead, he's just a little bit faded. Please don't give me any credit, that's how people get jaded. Please don't nod your head, and please don't tell me I made it. Cause people start to get worse once they think they the greatest. The best is yet to come. Yeah. I told her it'd get better soon. I probably should've told her when she was in a better mood. She looking at me like anyone except for you. I had to go to California, she wished that I never moved. Said, baby,
The best is yet to come.
yeah. I wonder if the blind mice even wanna see. I wonder if the deaf father ever hear his daughter scream. Is there a heaven? Can you see the God in me? I don't know, probably. But for now we'll keep waiting. Cause
The best is yet to come.
yeah. And I wonder if the truth come with a song. And if it do, will we ever get to sing along? Spend her paycheck on that lingerie, she's scared to put it on. She never let her boyfriend see her in a thong, but
The best is yet to come.
I shot myself on my birthday, fell into the ocean. Listened to their voices, I was lost in the commotion. None of us are chosen, now forgive them for their ignorance. But what's a man gotta do for a little bliss? Fuck the future!
The best is yet to come.
What does that feel like? What does that feel like? Oh my God. What does that feel like? I wonder what does that feel like? Oh my God. What does that feel like? 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 Oh my God.
Ooh, shit. That song was really heavy, man. In the way that they frame a lot of people who go through issues with substance abuse around the time, like right before they pass, they always seem to have like this new lease on life. At least that's how they present it to us when they're telling us the story. And something about this song kind of feels like that to me. It's like this very, very reluctant hope in this song. But I say reluctant because there seems to be, like, when he mentions death, and I don't know if that's the chorus or the bridge or whatever, but when he said, "What does death feel like? Oh my God." Then he says, "Why does death steal life? Oh my God." Looking at it from, a potential positive, almost like I want to feel something. I'm at that place now where I want to feel. I want to be open to experiencing feeling. And with that, I have the question of, what does death feel like? Almost like this ever elusive thing. Like if I feel like I felt everything that the world had to offer, like what does death feel like? But also the finality of it and how definite death is. To get to the point where it's like, dang, why does death steal life? Like I wish almost like I long to feel for something that would be as momentous. Not momentous, I think that's the wrong word, but something as, I'll go with momentous. Something as momentous as death. Like that's a feeling, like it's so big that you can only do it once. But then you sit with, dang, like after I feel, like even if it is a feeling, why does it steal life? So it's where death is this thing that you can't avoid. And once it hits you. So you kind of wonder what it would feel like to actually be in its embrace. But then also having to deal with the reality of it being a final point with your earthly experience and people that you know. And it goes back to the Mannequin song where he's talking about everybody needs to dress a mannequin. Just looking at death that way. I wonder if people do it when they feel like it's close because they're trying to shed their fear of it. That could be a thing why it feels like a new lease on life. I may no longer have anything left to fear. So the only thing left for me to experience is the end of this experience. And that's a wild headspace to be in, man. It's crazy. I don't know if this is the last song that's coming next, but it's almost 12 minutes. Tomorrow We'll Never Know. And then it says a Balloonerism trailer. I'm not sure if that's the actual video trailer or if that's a song, but let's play Tomorrow We'll Never Know.
Fear that you'll have no control. You walk through this world with your head above water, shoes made of copper just trying to float. The lake's frozen over. Look down at yourself. What staring back doesn't please you.
man don't believe you. He sees through the lies that you tell. Cards in your hand, you're looking at nothing. You wonder when God will just listen and give you a break. And he says, see, living and dying are one and the same. Do they dream just like we do? Do they dream just like we do? Do they love just like we do? Do they love just like we do? Do they feel just like we do? Feel just like we do? Do you know anything at all? You've been waiting for answers. These parades and dancers keep building your castles from straw. The moon made of water. You swim to the shore. You can try your best escaping. The universe is breaking. You say you can't take it no more. The pressure is building like buildings you jump from. Wishing that wishing could lift this conundrum. The streets that you walk on are shallow. What do you feel as big as your shadow? Do they dream just like we do? Do they dream just like we do? Do they love just like we do?
I don't usually stop songs. I'm trying not to with this particular reaction, but like the last like 10 minutes, like the full Rick's piano in the first almost 5 minutes of this song, I have been experiencing the chills the entire time. The hair on my arms is literally standing up. I can feel it. This is insane. And it's been persistent through a good portion of the album, probably since after Transformations. Just him trying to grapple with the acceptance of death and almost like this very it's very, I don't even know the adjective, but this fascination with it. Yeah, man. I'm gonna finish this song, man, but I just hope, bro, anybody that's feeling like this, bro, I hope the next time you look out, the next time you step outside and you find some grass and you stare at the sky and possibly see the sun, I pray you find some beauty in it, man. I pray you find something in the next day worth waking up the next day for. You know, this is tough, man. Like, and if these are his true and honest feelings during this time, man, I hope his soul has found peace and can rest, because this is tough, man. Just to wonder about how the dead are what is the experience of the dead, you know. And it's two things, like, you look at that two ways, like will it be over? Like he said, living and dying is one and the same. That was the answer he got from God. So if that is what he's lived, if that is the understanding that he had at the time, it's almost like he's wondering, is it even worth it to die? Or wondering, will a lot of this stuff end when you die? And nobody knows. Nobody has the answers. And that's what he's talking about in the song, and how the pressure keeps building up. You know. Oof. Nobody really has the answers, man. But the one thing I can say, is if I can help it, I don't want to find out today. Let's keep going.
Do they love just like we do? Do they feel just like we do? Do they feel just like we do? You could make
that was the end of Tomorrow We'll Never Know. I pretty much said everything I needed to say about this song because I think it was not really much left after I stopped. It kind of went to the instrumental, which oddly feels like death. It feels like dying. Um at least sonically to me, it feels like fading in it feels like fading away. And I feel like the kids were like maybe life flashing, going back to the simpler times and the phone ringing and you not being there to answer. That's heavy, like knowing everything we know now. That is so heavy to ingest, man. Like I know for the estate and the people close to him that helped put the finishing touches on this project, just to get it ready for release. Like I can only imagine, what I mean, what they were going through, like especially with a song like this, like just with the last like 4 to 5 songs on the project, like really the album in its totality, to be 100% honest, like it goes through the process of like being in the middle of it to reaching the end, and the entire time trying to come to grips with what the end could be. And if you want to extend the point between the end and where you are now, that's tough, man. I mean, it's a good album. Don't get me, the musicality is really good. Like I said, halfway through, I really, really liked the use of the piano. The guitar started to come in shortly after that. The rock stuff was kind of more of the melancholy or the melancholic aspects of the project. And it would almost be like the piano would come in to not necessarily hope, but not despair. The piano would kind of contribute to those elements. Yeah, man. The album was well put together. I will say that it was very well sequenced. So I don't know if the estate was in control of sequencing the project or if it was already like that and it just needed to, I guess, eventually be released. But as a collection of music, an album, it's good. I just, knowing what happened to him, I just don't know if I can come back to it. But I think his fans who feel like they lost him too soon are more than happy to hear from him, regardless of him no longer being here, but just hearing new to them, new sounds, new perspectives, or just seeing where he was during some of the final years of his life, and just maybe feeling like you could understand or also see where, if you're feeling like that, where it could ultimately end up, and it could be a wake-up call, or just finding community in having somebody who feels how you feel. I can see a reason where it could be, a safe haven for people. I just hope that they also understand, man, that this life is what you make it. And a lot of the decisions that you make in this life have consequences. And that's good and bad for whatever, you know what I mean? So I just, man, I hope everybody watching this can think of at least 5 things that they're grateful for, you know what I mean? And 5 things worth fighting for to see tomorrow. And for those who can't, I pray that Mac, speaking from you almost as a medium from the other side, can at least help you grasp onto the fact that you're here and to make the best of what you have while you're here, because some of those questions he may have the answer to now. Now that he's no longer with us, but he's no longer with us to share them with you. So whatever those answers may be, they aren't meant for us to have here. So while you're here, make the best of it. I guess I'll play the Balloonerism trailer. I know it's a video, so I'm assuming it's just a trailer to it. I'll give it about 10 seconds to see what it sounds like, and then if not, I'll just wrap this up. Wow. If you haven't seen the trailer, and of course you're watching this and you've gotten to this point, I feel like watching the trailer will help you get a much better understanding on the project as a whole. Like I was saying, I like how the piano almost felt like an artist within its own right in the project, and it found its way into the trailer. It almost spoke on the themes from, I can't remember what song that was, from Excelsior, and like the kids and the innocence, and then going on a roller coaster of life, and it taking you to depths that you never imagined going to, and then dealing with loss and the destructive forces that time can feel like it has, and starting off in this joyous, carefree place, and then seeing where like life and time can take you, and introducing you to just the lowest of lows and all this stuff. It's heavy, man. But I did like the trailer. Just as a creative piece of art, I can't say that I did enjoy this album. It's like one of those movies. It's like watching a documentary where the person at the end dies. Like, you can appreciate the documentary, but it always hits you harder knowing that at the end the person is no longer here. But yeah, this is a really good body of work from Mac Miller, presented by the Estate. If you like this project or the reaction, make sure you leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe if you want to become a member, join the YouTube membership, or become a decoder on Patreon. But either way, if you made it this far, I greatly appreciate you, man. And until next time, we out of here. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. I pray that your soul is in a place of rest, peace, and understanding of all the things that you went through. And I hope that you can at least now see beauty in those things, the highs and the lows. And to the people watching, I hope that you can find beauty in the things that you've experienced as well, and understand that there is beauty ahead of you as well. So like I said, man, we out of here. Peace.